Welcome back friends in our channel Learn Easy Swayam. Our today's topic is an appreciation of the poem The Twins by Henry Sambrook Leigh of Standard 10th Syllabus English as a third language in Marathi and other regional medium student. First of all, kindly subscribe my channel to get the further updates and stay tuned with us. Write your precious comments to encourage me, to inspire me. And again, I'm going to tell you that as this particular video is based on an appreciation, in the very first slide, I'm going to explain the marking scheme of the appreciation of the poem. As per the board's exam, we have the same question for 5 marks. Hence, for the title, name of the poem, half mark is given, whereas to find out the name of the poet and write it properly from the question paper, and for that you'll get half mark. Theme or central idea is for 2 marks, as if you have to write at least 2 to 3 lines. Rhyme scheme or rhyming pair, 1 mark. Figure of speech, identification of figure of speech, any one, 1 mark. And your question is in the form of write an appreciation of the poem with the help of the following points. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, जसं मी नेहमीच स्पष्ट करते आणि तुम्हाला सांगते तसं आपल्या प्रत्येक वेळी कवितेचं ॲप्रिसिएशन जे आहे ते साधारण 5 मार्कांना असतं. युनिट 1, 2, 3, 4 मधली कोणतीही कविता असो, फक्त यावर्षी कोरोनाच्या पार्श्वभूमीवर ज्या कविता वगळण्यात आलेल्या आहेत त्यांचा मात्र आपल्याला पुन्हा एकदा आढावा घ्यावा लागेल. त्यानंतर मार्किंग स्कीम जी आहे ॲप्रिसिएशनची ती मी इंग्लिशमध्ये स्पष्ट केली होती, तरी पुन्हा एकदा क्विक रिकॅप पाहूयात. टायटल हाफ मार्क्ससाठी म्हणजे कवितेचं नाव, तदनंतर कवीचे नाव हाफ मार्क्ससाठी. टायटल ऑफ द सेंट्रल आयडिया, थीम ऑफ द सेंट्रल आयडिया, कवितेचा साधारणतः भावार्थ जो आहे तो थोडक्यात साधारण 3 ते 4 ओळीमध्ये लिहिणं अपेक्षित आहे, 2 मार्कांसाठी. राईम स्कीम किंवा रायमिंग पेअर या दोहोंपैकी एक विचारलं जाईल 1 मार्काला. तदनंतर फिगर ऑफ स्पीच जे आहेत ते ओळखायचे आहेत आणि फिगर ऑफ स्पीचची नावं लिहायची आहेत, त्याचं स्पष्टीकरण इलॅबरेशन आपल्याला करायचं नाही आहे. तदनंतर विल स्टार्ट विथ दी आर ॲप्रिसिएशन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, टायटल ऑफ द पोएम इज द ट्विन्स. Poet, the poem is written by Henry Sambrook Leigh, and for these 2 questions we have half mark. Theme or the central idea, as I have already explained that I'm going to give you the theme or the central idea in the 2 different boxes but with the different difficulty level. स्लाइड्स मधल्या वाक्यांची काठिण्य पातळी जी आहे ती एका रकान्यामध्ये साधारण थोडी अवघड ठेवली जाईल, तर दुसऱ्या बॉक्समध्ये सोप्या भाषेत थीम आणि सेंट्रल आयडिया दिली जाईल. तुम्हाला जी सोयीची वाटेल ती दोहोंपैकी एकच तुम्ही व्यवस्थित पाठ करा, लिहा, आठवा. द ट्विन्स इज अ फनी अँड लाईट हार्टेड पोएम. द पोएट टॉक्स अबाउट इश्यूज अँड सफरिंग्स ऑफ ट्विन्स. Similarities of the twins creates confusion amongst other people. It shows the problem faced not only by the twins themselves but also by their families and friends in identifying one from the other. The poet wrote it in a humorous manner. Second one, this poem talks about one of the brothers that feels he is suffering because of his twin. Poet talks about his fatal likeness with his brother. Poet Henry feels he gets unfairly treated or targeted because of the naughty behavior of his brother John. The poem is humorous in nature. It talks about the twins in the light-hearted manner. Here for the particular question we have 2 marks. After that, rhyme scheme of the poem. It has 4 paragraphs, each of them having 8 lines, whereas the rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A B C D C D. Rhyming words as per the stanzas. Just see stanza 1. limb, him, kin, twin, brother, another, pitch, which. Second stanza. Verse, nurse, decree, me, mixed, fixed, whim, him. Third stanza. Docked, flocked, school, fool, new, me. Fourth stanza. Tide, bride, life, wife, same, came, on, John. Figure of speech from the particular poem are alliteration, hyperbole, pun and repetition. Students, you can recall the name of the figure of speech and you have chance to write only name because they won't ask explanation, but for the better understanding of the poem, I am going to tell you the explanation or the reason behind every figure of speech. See, first one, hyperbole. Line from the poem is, somehow my intended bride became my brother's wife. When I died, the neighbors came and buried brother John. These two are the examples of hyperbole. Hyperbole in Marathi is atishayokti, exaggeration of the emotion, idea or the creative lines. Second example is pun. Our close resemblance turned the tide. Many puns rely on the simple homophones or words that sound alike but with two different meanings. Means a pun is a play on a word centering on a word which more than one meaning or words that sounds alike. म्हणजेच बघा विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, मराठीमध्ये पन म्हणजे कोटी करणे एखाद्या शब्दाची, दिसताना शब्द सेम दिसतो. टाईड म्हणजे भरती ओहोटी येणं, पण इथे टर्न द टाईड म्हणजे डिफिकल्ट सिच्युएशनला फेस करणं किंवा तुमच्या समोरच्या येणाऱ्या समस्येचं महत्त्व किंवा त्या समस्येची तीव्रता कमी अधिक होणं, या अर्थानं टर्न द टाईड ही फ्रेज आलेली आहे. अँड दॅट्स वाय द पर्टिक्युलर लाईन इंडिकेट्स द फिगर ऑफ स्पीच पन. It reached fearful pitch is also an example of pun because pitch is the intensity of voice or the audacity of the voice, but whereas at the same time we use the word pitch in the sport like cricket and the other, so word is same, spelling is same, but the meaning is different, and the same meaning of that homophone is used by the poet in the same poem. So here last one example of the figure of speech is alliteration in the form and the feature, face and the limb. As we were being watched by nurse, it puzzled all our kith and kin. See, explanation of the figure of speech. Letters F, W and K are repeated in above lines. So it is repetition because there is a repetition of letter, not the words. Last one, repetition. In fact, year after year is the line and the word year is repeated in the line. So this line is an example of repetition figure of speech. Thanks a lot students. Stay tuned with me for the next poem and the lesson Epitome of Courage and the World Heritage. Thanks a lot.